Our check-in with CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor, Nick Day, who's also the editor of CoinDesk The State of Crypto newsletter. Good morning, Nick. All right, so I saw you wrote an article recently on the U.S. Treasury, and they are shifting their focus onto stablecoin issues. What can you tell us?
Hey, good morning. Yes, the Treasury Department's been talking about stablecoins for quite a while, and yesterday, it was reported that officials in the department are preparing a report to address, concerns around stablecoin growth, transactions, settlement, uses, potential impact on financial stability. And, this is going to be presented to the President's Working Group on Financial Markets, which is a collection of top financial regulators. They've already met once this year, back in July, to discuss stablecoins and kind of, kick this report process, off. But now it looks like, we might start seeing, possible recommendations around how to regulate stablecoins, or at least, more detail on what the concerns that regulators have are.
So is this going to actually do anything? Like, is there any teeth to this, or is this just sort of like going to be a nice white paper that everyone reads and then quietly shuffles into the pile of other things that goes on the president's desk?
Yeah, I think that's the big question, right? Now, the fact that this is getting presented to folks like Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, SEC Chair Gary Gensler, acting CFTC Chair Rosalind Benham, acting, Comptroller Michael Stu, FDIC Chair Jelena McWilliams, it does feel like, the right people to do something are going to be seeing this report. If they decide that there are risks to, whatever, Gary Gensler, for example, has already been, sounding the war drum, saying, we have to look at stablecoins. They might be securities. He's calling on Congress to enact legislation to grant the SEC more authority. He's been kind of, signaling that he would love to see more regulation of this, specific sector. So it is entirely possible. I think it's plausible that if any group of regulators were to come together and say, stablecoins are a risk, they're immediate, we have to do something, it's this group. And, what that might look like is probably still ways out, but certainly, I think we can expect something.
Would this thing even have, but again, would it have any teeth if, for instance, some of the stablecoins, one in particular I can think of, isn't even located in the United States? It's operating God knows where, allegedly in Hong Kong, and doesn't seem to be particularly concerned with disclosing anything anytime soon. I mean, like, is there anything the government can do, even if they insist on it?
Well, so the concern, I guess, or the potential points of impact are probably going to be, the crypto exchanges that are listing stablecoins, or the trading platforms that let you convert stablecoins into fiat or into other cryptocurrencies. So, if I had to speculate on how the government might kind of, restrict stablecoins, it would be by telling companies like Coinbase, hey, this is, in our view, an unregistered security, or, whatever, this fits XYZ criteria that we now have, and, exert pressure to try and get them to delist the token, and say, if you are a U.S. citizen and you're interacting with this and buying this thing, then, it's a violation of, this regulation that we have.